everybody. We're back again for our third drunk review. Last time we made fun of some shitty fucking fan films. And now we're going to make fun of Saturday morning television broadcast. We watched the Ewoks Caravan of Courage. This is from 1984. It came out after Return of the Jedi and is effectively the first Star Wars spin-off, if you don't count the holiday special. The first standalone Star Wars per se. So, gentlemen, we have our special guest star, Wolfy. So, Aiden, tell us the entire plot to Ewoks the Caravan of Courage.
The movie starts when this ship crashes on Endor, and there is a family, and something happens, whatever, they get separated, and the mom and dad get kidnapped by Pigman.
A giant pigman.
The Pigman is at least 50 feet tall.
I don't know.
How did you kidnap him if he was a giant pig?
I don't know.
Did he, like, carry
It doesn't
him in
even
his
really
mouth?
show.
I think it's like some BFG shit.
It's like
we don't actually see the pig until later in the film, regardless. Let's go on.
So the kids get adopted by Wicket from Episode 6, as well as a handful
Who,
of...
for some reason, is trying to cure him back to life, even though in Episode 6 they were just trying to fucking murder any human being they saw and eat them alive.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a continuity error, but
Who
we'll
gives
just
a fuck?
overlook it.
It's
So,
babies.
the kids... well, actually, there's some scenes before the kids hang out with the Ewoks where the Ewoks fly around on a hang glider, which has nothing to do with anything else. And then the kids walk through the woods with the Ewoks for, like, at least an hour, and they kill a giant rat, and they meet some fairies.
They fight a couple stop-motion creatures.
They pretty much walk around George Lucas's backyard for an hour, and then eventually they get to a cave, and a magic arrowhead flies into the cave, and they shoot the cave door open with a laser. And they fight two spiders they're not even really puppets, they're just kind of like
animatronic
action figures on string that they whack the actors with. And all the midgets in Ewok costumes shoot laser beams out of a magic staff and hit Pigman with an axe. And then they trip Pigman and he rolls off a cliff and everyone swings home happy. It's
well, no, not everybody.
one of the Ewoks
Gets killed.
Gets fucking smashed under some rocks. But other than that, pretty much nothing happens.
Well,
long pauses, the narrator.
oh yeah, the narrator is also from fucking Frosty the Snowman, or Rudolph, I'm sorry.
He's from both.
Anyway, Wolfgang, since you're a special guest, why don't you tell us exactly what you thought about this film?
Well, some parts I saw, it was rather silly. I like the Pigman monster, how they fight it, just ridiculous.
Big Man Monster was pretty fucking rad. Well, did you like the film?
Parts of it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
How they send the kid up and then they throw the rope up when they could have just sent the rope up instead of having the Ewok contraption.
Or why at the end of the fucking movie, each one of them take their turn swinging across this rope to save the little girl, even though in theory...
Why George Lucas decided to adapt the Oregon Trail video game as a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, there's some fucking bizarre ass shit that went on in this crap. But...
I don't know if I'd even call it bizarre, just like...
all for
Just
my
George
2
Lucas
cents.
tedious.
This movie was okay for a Saturday morning movie. With a $3 million budget. It's a budget slightly higher than most Saturday morning movies. The acting was pretty fucking horrible for the most part, but I could deal with the kids acting. Mace, who interestingly enough is actually named after the original main character of Star Wars before he was renamed into Luke Skywalker. Other than that, the movie was boring as fuck. And that's more or less my opinion, my general opinion on the film.
Yeah, it's a hard movie to talk about because legitimately almost nothing happens, but the special effects were decent for what it was. I mean, there's a couple bits of stop motion in there. There was a lot of midgets in costumes because George Lucas has a midget fetish and just sticks midgets in whatever fucking...
I like the hang gliding. They stuck a midget in the hang glider.
They stuck a real midget on a hang glider in an Ewok suit, which is probably...
It was an interesting concept.
Not safe, but the movie was absolutely the most boring thing I've ever seen, which makes it really tough to talk about.
Yeah, the stop motion wasn't that bad, I do agree.
Like, it's hard to talk about a movie that's primarily composed of a bunch of people under the height of 3 feet walking around George Lucas's backyard.
The only adults were the parents and the rest were just...
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this movie a solid... 2.
Are we talking on a real movie scale?
I'm talking a real movie scale. I'm not talking a Saturday morning special.
Oh.
I'm talking like on a scale of The Phantom Menace to A New Hope. This movie's a 2.
I think you get the movie if you watch.
Actually,
the movie.
Honestly,
that's not a good.
If I'm gonna be straight up,
Menace seem worse than this. This is just off.
If I'm gonna be straight up, this movie was. But if I'm being honest, this movie was really fucking boring. And other than that, was the acting offensively bad? The kid wasn't an offensively bad actor. The little girl said about 2 lines. The parents literally were like, well, this is just great, Jimmy. And fucking the Ewoks were fucking Ewoks. Like, all in all, would I suggest this movie? No, because there's nothing to the fucking movie. But if I had to fucking rank it with the other Star Wars films in the franchise, it's above the holiday special.
Including the holiday special.
If I'm talking all now 11 films, 1 through 7, the holiday special. Oh, now 11 films, 1 through 7, the holiday special, the 2 Ewok films, and the clone. No, and Rogue One.
Oh yeah, what about the Clone Wars?
Did George Lucas say anything about the Ewok movie?
George Lucas wrote the fucking movie.
He wrote the fucking movie.
And he actually co-directed it. It was filmed in his backyard.
He even brought it out on DVD.
It was filmed in his backyard.
Yeah,
he would go out there and do daily checks and everything.
He actually liked the movie because he gave the kid on set a camera to film his own documentary about the movie, trying to get the kid to kind of be educated. He's like, I loved these fucking kids and shit. George Lucas spoke in high praise about the movie. That's why essentially he funded it as a passion of love. Also, one of the major members of ILM produced the movie and had a lot to do with plot and conception. And basically, George Lucas is like, hey, I know you want to leave my company, but if you stick with ILM for a little bit, I'll hook you up. You can make this shit fucking Ewok movie.
Also,
but you get $3 million to do it.
There was a 3rd movie planned as well.
This was initially going to be a franchise.
And there's a 2nd one that comes directly following this first one.
So all in all, I guess the question is, would you guys suggest this movie? Because it's hard to objectively rank this film. Or objectively fucking give it a score, but
yeah, it's tough.
If you were to be asked by fucking Jimmy Lau, the guy who fucking loves all the fucking Star Wars movies, would you say this is a worthwhile watch?
No, it's boring.